All right, we'll call the Fire Station Building Committee meeting of Tuesday, September 2nd. The time is 4:30 p.m. to order. Roll call, please.
Bill Ulick,
Present.
Jeff Matthews,
Present.
Mike Julian,
Present.
Mike Langevin,
Present.
Dave Langevin,
Excused.
and John Shigda. We have a quorum.
Okay. Minutes we'll handle at the regular meeting next week. So the reason for this evening meeting is to review and approval for action for the development of the project to include, but not limited to, a quick project update. We had another meeting this morning. Things are going forward well. They're backfilling already on. Oh, there's Dave. Hey, Dave, how we doing?
Live from rehab. I just got your message, so I said, "Oh, that's right. I got a meeting. I can chime in on this one."
Perfect. So on top of the things that have already been completed, the foundation footings and everything, they have been installing some of the underground plumbing and underground electrical within the confines of the structure. And those have been going along, getting approved and inspected, and they started backfilling that today. So that's been the major stuff that's going on. They did deliver the light poles bases today, so they're going to get going on the retaining wall in the near future, all of those things, and some other things with National Grid going on in the background. But so the main reason we're here tonight is we have some potential project change orders to deal with. I apologize for getting the information out late, but we got one today that I wanted to make sure that we could have a discussion about tonight. So the first one that I have before us is project change order number 3, and this is in reference to existing catch basin 1 replacement. I will give the numbers on this. The total amount for this proposed change order is $13,378.93. Rick will give the background on how we got here, but one of the other things that was potentially an option was the DPW was going to include this in their yearly catch basin work that goes on. And we did have a conversation with that contractor, but they're going to be another 6 weeks before they can mobilize on site, and we didn't want to let this issue continue. So there was some discussion in the fact that it was better just to have Pierce do this work. They're on site, it can be done. And then Rick, if you want to give the background on the change order.
Sure. Thank you. Good evening, everybody. It's fairly simple. It's an existing catch basin that's in very poor condition, and would have been something that would have been replaced when possibly when the road work was being completed. But the contractor's been asked to do the work now and make it seamless. And we're an advocate of that. We'd like to keep the finger pointing to a minimum, if there's an issue down the road. So having one contractor source for the catch basins, manholes in the area of the project is beneficial. We've gone through it. The project architect and engineers have gone through it, and we've recommended this to move forward. We had already talked with the contractor about it and our intention to move forward with this because it is a timing situation, but also felt that it should be brought to the committee before next week's meeting, just to cross the T and dot the I's. So our recommendation is to move forward with this for $13,378.93.
Mr. Manager, you had your hand up.
So
Yes, sir. Thank you. Through you, just to follow up on that, we determined the best course of action is to go through this contract because unfortunately, even though we did bid that, we do have a problem with our bid package because some of that, we wouldn't be able to do it anyway under the bid that we received. We found that out today because part of that bid was CDBG, and we were supposed to put in the bid package federal prevailing wage. which we didn't in the contract documents. So we're going to have to rebid that anyway. So it's going to be even further delayed. So we would
Oh.
recommend that this goes through the town. So Rick, we're fortunate that we had already gone down this path, because otherwise we would be very delayed in this.
Yeah, well, that's good. Yeah.
Okay,
I'd like to make a motion.
all right.
Like to make a motion that we do this work.
All right, I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second, I have one question now.
Yes, Dave.
And it's really just a bit basic. Is this pretty much a fair quote to replace these things now? I mean, again, I don't know how much the average cost of changing a basin out. Is it fair?
Yeah, it's more money. It's more expensive than if you were doing a catch basin in the middle of a site,
Yeah.
because we're working in Worcester Street, so we've got police details. It's a 2-day operation at a minimum, it's not as simple as just installing something out in a field someplace. So there is some complexity to it.
I understand. I thank you.
Mr. Chairman, if I may too, and Butch Jackson had reviewed this as well, and I believe he felt that the prices weren't all that unreasonable. If I'm correct in that, right, Joe?
Yeah, that's correct.
Great.
Is there any other discussion on the motion? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Bueller,
Yes.
Jeff Matthews,
Yes.
Mike Julian,
Yes.
Mike Langevin,
Yes.
Dave Langevin,
Yes.
John Shugda, all in favor.
Okay. The next item that I have is not necessarily a change order, but I guess we'll handle it in that manner. In order to facilitate getting the gas line installed prior to them putting down any base materials or asphalt materials on the site, we had to submit the application for the service, and National Grid has put forward that there will be a customer contribution of $2,082. Mike Julian and I did have a conversation about this and discuss it on Friday because it was under the 10,000, but I just wanted to make you aware of this. And realistically, this probably may not go through the construction project anyway. This may end up just going through the normal National Grid bills through the town, but we had Peter Nasuti, who is the field supervisor for National Grid, come out to discuss how we were going to get the line to the site. That way we don't have to disturb any of the asphalt or stuff that goes down. And we're gonna put in the 4-inch sleeve so that they can put in a 2-inch main afterwards. And that's what we came up with. But they have to have the application in and approved before they can start that work. So this will eventually be turned into an invoice for $2,082.
I'd like to put that in form of motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Okay, motion Dave Langevin, second Mike Langevin. Rick?
Mr. Chairman,
Yep.
just so you know, we do have a utility company back charge or utility company fees line item in the budget. It totals $25,000.
Okay.
We have not heard from Eversource as to what the power cost will be, if it would be anything at all. But we do have a budget line item for $25,000 to cover costs such as this.
Okay. All right.
Mr. Chairman, if I may, just
Yes.
real quick too, and I know people will say, why do we have to pay for this? Because normally we hadn't in the past. I did see an article that this is because of the change to this clean energy that National Grid used to not charge municipalities, but now because of this, they're charging everyone fees for this, even towns and municipalities. So that's why they're charging us now.
Yes, and one of the items that had to be signed and sent in for this package was us recognizing the fact that there are other more green options for our heating and useful needs on the site. Obviously, when we chose the mechanicals for this, it was based on the best value with the best environment in the building. The all-electric options, if you remember, were actually another $3 million more than what we voted for. So there was no realized savings at any point with those options. And that's how we ended up. So let's just go ahead and make the approval of this, even though we have the line item. So I had a motion, Dave Langevin, second, Mike Langevin. Is there any other discussion on the motion? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Jeff Matthews,
Yes.
Mike Julian,
Yes.
Mike Landry,
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
John Schuchter, and Joe Hewlett.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay. All right. The next and final item that we have, we just got this in today, and this is going to be project change order 4, proposed change order 4 for the drainage changes. This is in the amount of $25,506.09. And the suggestion with this is that we do this as an up to amount if it was going to make a motion. And Rick,
Could I add something to that?
Yep.
So this work is necessary to avoid, we're basically rerouting the drainage connections and drainage outfall off the site and across Worcester Street into an existing manhole at Mechanic Street. And this work was necessary to avoid the Verizon vault that we had brought to the committee's attention last month. We have not done any test pits. We had a PCO in front of you to perform test pits to understand what was going on in the street. This design change hopefully avoids any of the conflicting utilities, and we won't be required to do any test pits. So that money would not be spent. This just came in this afternoon or this morning, and it has not been reviewed. That's why we're suggesting a not to exceed number on it. The engineer, the architect, and the owner's project manager need to review this first. I feel that Larry, our on-site guy, has gone through it. I also feel that what we're going to be asking for is we need to know what the credits are for the work that they owned under the contract so that we can compare apples to apples. So there's a ways to go in this. It may be finalized this week. It may be finalized next week, and we can present the final number to you next week. But in the event that we can get to a number that's acceptable and we feel that we're being treated appropriately with credits, then we'd like to be able to approve it this week. It'll never go any higher than $25,506.09, but our goal is to have it less.
all right, and one thing to add with that, I did speak with Larry this morning, and I have spoken to Jacobs, who is the new sewer operator. The old vac truck that they used to have was not was a conductive piece of equipment. The new one that's been in service for a few months now, I believe, is not. And the intent, Jacob said that they would provide the vac truck for us if they could confirm that it was non-conductive. So that's a $3,000 item on here. So we're hoping that that's going to save us some there.
Okay, great. Thank you.
All right. So do we have a motion not to exceed $25,506.09?
So moved.
Okay, I have a
Second.
motion Dave Langevin, second Mike Langevin. Is there any further discussion on the motion?
Someone has a hand up or something.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Manager. We can't hear you.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I just want to just state that I think this is the benefit of us now having our DPW partners at the table when we have our project meetings, because we had this conversation, and I think the immediacy of having Butch being able to call the engineer and talk this through about, because there was a lot of talk about putting a 15-inch line. We already had a 12-inch. So there was a lot of coordination and talk back and forth. So I think this just shows that we're really managing the conversations now and bringing this all to the table to make sure we're making informed, good decisions. Hopefully you agree with that, Rick and Joe.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. All right.
Great job.
Any further discussion on the motion? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Mike Julian,
Yes.
Mike Langevin,
Yes.
Dave Langevin,
Yes.
John Schuster, yes. Joe Hewlett,
Yes.
Jeff Matthews.
Yes.
Motion passes.
All right. If nobody has anything else, that's all I had for this evening. Obviously, we were going to push the next meeting to the 9th. I will post that agenda this week. Everybody still good with this time, this work?
Yes.
I'm still working on trying to get that available because I had that Monday freed up, but I'm doing the best I can to be available for Tuesday.
Okay. I'm sure we won't mind your grandchild with us. All
Have
right.
nothing but time.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Do I have a motion
Thank you.
to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor? Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Joe, thanks for the check-in.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Take care, Dave.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.